Bushcraft 412 here, and today we're going to talk about the Gerber Profile. And the model I have is the one that comes with the fancy guthook. As you can see, I bought this one in particular because I wanted basically a very rugged hunting knife. Something I could take when I'm on those far in the woods trips when you're basically going to be boning out the animal rather than dragging it out. And after I read a couple reviews online and watched a couple videos, I saw that the knife came actually very highly recommended. So I started looking into it, and this is what I chose. This is a Gerber, full tang construction, which is very nice. Drop point, made of stainless steel, and Gerber sells it as a high carbon stainless steel, but it's really just stainless steel. It is full tang, as you can see, with the overlay handles. Very nice rubber on these, actually, by the way. I'm really impressed with that. It comes with a lanyard hole, which I do appreciate, and some jimping on the thumb ramp. Knife grip's very good. I give Gerber a lot of props on the handle design on this one. When you're doing hard work, when you're really gutting an animal and you're working hard, it's nice to have a good thumb ramp and a little bit of a finger guard to protect your fingers. Plus, the indented handles, or the indented spots for your finger, really gives us a good ergonomic feel in the hands. Very impressed with it. Very good design from Gerber. Of course, it's made from the standard Gerber slurry steel, which is pretty much a stainless steel. Not a tremendous amount known about it. If you try and do research on it, all I've been able to come up with is that it's a Chinese made stainless steel, and it's comparable to 440. So it's nothing fantastic, but nothing horrible by a long shot at all. I've never had any problems with the Gerber steel. It's not my favorite, and I've kind of been critical of it in the past. It's not my favorite, but I've never had any problems with it. In particular, it also comes with Gerber's kind of normal standard titanium coating, which is kind of gray in color, non-reflective. Very nice. Never had a problem with any of my Gerber knives and the coating coming off either, which is a big bonus there. Out of the box, this came very sharp. Sharp enough to shave the hair off your arm, sharp enough to cut paper. Very impressed with how sharp it is. The guthook is also fairly sharp, and this isn't going to show on camera, but the guthook is ground out of both sides. So instead of it being like a chisel grind, they've actually ground it out on both sides, which makes it actually fairly sharp. I tested it out on some cardboard and a few other things, and it slices right through them. So very pleased with that. One of the big bonuses of this knife and what makes it such a nice kind of utility knife is the thickness of the blade. Blade's very thick, and that being a full handle makes it a full tang makes it very good knife for hard use. I know if you have the plain model, you could definitely use this and do some batoning with it, but I don't want it for that. I want a good heavy-duty game knife, and this is what I selected. Another nice feature of this knife is, with a lot of Gerber knives, the secondary bevel, which you can see right along here, many times that secondary bevel will end maybe right here, and the blade will get thinner as it goes along. And in this case, as you can see, the blade maintains its maximum thickness all the way to the very edge. So the entire blade is the same thickness up to the very end, which I like. A lot of blades tend to have a bevel right here and thin out towards the end. Very nice, because when you're getting in there and you're digging around bones, or maybe even trying to cut ligaments or something like that, I don't want a thin tip. I wanted a nice, thick, sturdy tip, something you can really dig in with and pry with. And this knife really fit the bill. You're talking, this knife is about anywhere from $18 to $25, depending on where you find it. I believe this one right here I actually got from, it was a gift. I believe it came from Gander Mountain, and they're selling them for about $25. not bad at all. I know online you can get them for 18, 19, 20, depending on where you get them. So it never hurts to shop around online as well as the big box retail stores. I've seen some people kind of advertise this knife as a bushcraft knife, and I really, yes, it can be used for that, but I don't think it's this knife's main purpose. The blade's a little short. You're only looking at a hair under 4 inches. I think for a good bushcraft knife, you really want, a 5 to 10 inch blade. I know a lot of guys say, they stick by their Moras, and a 3-4 inch blade is plenty for them. I kind of disagree with that school of thought. I think bigger is better when it comes to a knife. I like the 5 to 10, something you can chop with a little bit in baton. Although, if you didn't have the gut hook, this is something you could definitely baton with. But, 4 inch blade, you're not batoning much with that. But like I said, my purpose of this, I want a good, all-around, hard-use utility knife for hard hunting trips. And this right here fits the bill perfect for me. A lot of faith, in this design, that this is going to be a good sturdy knife, and I'm not going to break it, and I'm not going to break the tip, digging around bones or ribs or anything like that. So, very pleased with it so far, just at least in my initial cut tests, in which I've cut paper and cardboard and a few other kind of household things like paracord and whatnot. But very nice. In this price range, there's a lot you can get, so the competition is pretty stiff in the $15 to $30 price range, especially when it comes to shorter 4 inch blades. But I think this is definitely something you should look at and consider, particularly if you want a nice thick spine, hard use, full tang knife. Very impressed with it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed.